Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Monk Job Quests. I know you said class for some reason. What we got this time? We have a Slave to the Aether, which gives us Fists of Fire, which is super useful just because it's a passive plus 5% damage, which is like, why would you not want that outside of like specific situations? Professor Eric seeks further aid in his ethereal research. Ah, dear Alexander, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally, I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone. Well, ever since that unfortunate multi-fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research. I regret nothing, Alexander. Save, perhaps, having to share so wondrous a world with souls as unlearning as yourself. Unlearned. And thanks, I guess. What? I really like you. I'm in a good mood. You're an unlearned sloth. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. Yes. There, how was that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery when pondering which battleground to measure next. UL'DAH is home to numerous locations where the Aether is in an intensely chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the Aether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicated upon this. But turn the theory on its head, Alexander. If your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose areas of rolling Aether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measurements at the fine sand banks. As you're doubtless unaware, this lies on the border between Ala Mhigan and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I ask that you find our monk friend and collect his etherometer. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Ala Mhigan in southern THAL by this time. You think I ask much of you? False! I ask more! The other task is to travel to Snakebolt in the southern shroud, and there take measurements with your own etherometer. I will continue my research here in your absence. Mind you, if you care to know aught of the Autumn War and the fire sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You only need ask. The funny thing is, I actually was like, ooh, what's the Autumn War? An honest inquiry. That said, wonderful moment when ignorant curiosity overcomes pride. Right then, let us begin. Let's go for, well, I guess the fire sand banks. I guess they were the same thing. The fire sand banks have a rich history indeed. They are found on the west shore of Velodina River, either way you want to say it. At the foot of a now extinct volcano overlooking the Rotholite Sound. Yeah, that sounds right. The area is a sedimentary basin formed by the deposit of the fine silts and sands carried by the river. Today, it falls within Gridanian territory, but in days past it belonged to my own home nation, Ala Mhigan. A century ago, King Manfred came to power in Ala Mhigan and decided to expand the nation's territory in order to promote economic growth. To that end, he ordered the Ala Mhigan army to undertake large-scale campaigns that would eventually lead to the onset of the Autumn War. Naturally, such action was met with vehement opposition from the other nations. Gridania, fearing encroachment along its border with Ala Mhigan, placed the renowned lancer Vainkellen in command of its standing armies, and war began. His opponent was UL'DAH, the great general of Ala Mhigan, a fervent believer in the Fist of Ralga. I never say that right, do I? And a man who enjoyed enormous popularity amongst the Ala Mhigan people. The two leaders were loved by their troops, and at the outbreak of war, morale on both sides was very high. The armies clashed time and again, all along the border, neither general yielding an arm. But in a galling twist of fate, for Gridania, Vainkellen suddenly took deathly ill. After no victor emerged following the Battle of Fire Sandbanks, Vainkellen devised a new strategy. He ordered his forces to retreat to Camp Nine Ives, or Ivies, either way, fully intended for UL'DAH to give chase. This would lure the Ala Mhigans to terrain more favourable and familiar to the Gridanians. He died, however, before he was able to see his plan executed. Now the man who would replace him, Osborne, was extremely ambitious and eager to prove his worth to the Seedseers. Having neither the mind nor patience for Vainkellen's defensive war, however, he ordered a frontal assault on the Ala Mhigan position. When UL'DAH learned of this plan, if plan it may be called, he secretly deployed troops to the most vital points along the Firesand banks. The Gridanian forces had scarcely entered the area before they began to suffer heavy losses from highly coordinated Ala Mhigan ambushes. In response, Osborne ordered a forced march, permitting his troops no rest for several days as he attempted to surge through the region. Eventually, exhausted, the Gridanians came to entrench themselves on a hill. But this is precisely what UL'DAH had wanted. He surrounded the hill with 6,000 soldiers to deny the Forestborn any hope of retrieving water, and then proceeded to rain down barrage after barrage of arrows upon the encampment. In this seemingly hopeless position, the morale of the Gridanians quickly dwindled. Following 2 failed attempts to break free, Osborne himself led the van in a third and final charge. In the end, Gridania was defeated. Osborne and several of his officers were captured, and the legendary staff, Claustrum, lent him by one of the Seedseers, was taken. This abject defeat accounted for what little morale remained among his surviving troops, and they beat a desperate retreat to 5 hangs, with the relentless Ala Mhigans harrying them every step of the way. UL'DAH's victory brought him ever closer, ever greater accolades from his country, and as a result, both he and the Fist of Ralga came to wield considerable political power. And that is a brief history of the Firesand Banks. No, you needn't thank me. Knowing there is a little less ignorance in the world is all the reward I require. Well, thank you, that was genuinely very interesting. And where's little Ala Mhigan? Let's head there and speak to Widegilt. whose voice I will be changing from, what was it before? In the last video, I think I did like the Native American type voice, sort of. But I just realised that's not at all, because he's an Ala Mhigan, so he'd be speaking with a mostly northern accent. The people of Ala Mhigan speak a bit like this, so I'll be changing his voice to be speaking a bit like this. We, the people of Ala Mhigan, are stuck in this crap hole. You've come far. It's good to see you, brother. And you too. You come for my theorem, ain't you? Well, it's not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Don't worry, they'll be ready soon. You make for snake malt in the southern shroud. Eric believes the Aether's strong there, yet the land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morning. Leave me to my task, and you make for snake malt. Take your readings, my work will be done soon. I'll bring the device to you. I've troubled you to come here. I'll not trouble you to wait. Go! We'll meet again at Snowball, brother. The voice is very different, isn't it? Alright, well, let's head off to Snakemore. I've already forgotten where. It's in South Shroud. Alright, I can do that. Which one is it? Let's go for Quarry Mill. Sure, why not? Using up the last of my teleport free ticket things. Not the last one, but some of the last. I don't know. Is this voice accurate? It's close enough, I think. Because, like, that is, like, sort of how the voice acting we've heard so far sounds for the Ala Mhigans. Alright, where are we going? All the way over here. No, it's not. Is it here? I can't find this steak place. Oh, it's there. Hallelujah, I went to the right place. Now, is this the correct way out? Nope, not that way. Where's the bridge? Well, by bridge, I mean 2 rocks. So, I guess there'll be another chakra opening or something of that nature. Walk past this quest that I've still not continued. So let's pretend that you didn't see that. Walk past some tree monsters, some bats. Not sure why the bats are just flapping away. Now you see that this doesn't look like somewhere that a battle happened. It kinda does. Massive ruins. Alright, let's set up the Aether meter. Ting. Oh, hello. Oh my god, I forgot how much stuff there is to do. I haven't battled for a while, so everything suddenly needs to come back to us. Anyone else? Perfect. Yeah, you just sit there. Well done, brother. I feel your chakra. It's grown. I'd hoped to arrive before you, but I say I'm late. The land's power has gone to you. There is nothing left for me here. It is as I told you. We monks travel where ether flows strong. There we train, and the power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expands. This bonding caused great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter no other until it counts. I'm sure this isn't the right accent now that I remember, but it's too late now. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing at far side banks. That land bonded to my chakra, and its ether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to little Ala Mhigan. The teacher's chidings? Worry not. I will use my device here. Any result will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. Oh, it's a sad existence. Sacrifice all for truth. Yet be unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, brother. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. I'll tell this to you, you and you alone. I am of the Ala Mhigan resistance. I fight for the freedom of UL'DAH. I escaped the occupation. I've come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Ala Mhigan is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid when they can, but it's not enough. The war demands great power. That power lies in the chakra. Teacher, he's not an evil man, but he thinks only of his work, not the suffering it isn't. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefield, they can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me, no, I will have this power. I must. To end the opposition, or oppression, not opposition. An end to starvation. Ala Mhigan will be made free. I'll see it done. Forgive my speech. It's a matter close to my heart. I'll give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, brother. Brother? Okie dokie. That's interesting. More stuff leading towards Ala Mhigan, with the exciting expansion coming next. Funnily enough, there's actually a live letter going to be starting in about half an hour-ish from when I'm recording now, which is going to have a lot of information from the looks of it about all the new class things, which is ironic that I'm doing this now, so that's very exciting. I have a feeling that this is going to, like, overall, this character and this story is going to carry into the job quests for Stormblood. But time shall tell. I trust you have returned with both of my Aetherometers. Please tell me you fumbling dolts haven't managed to damage either of them this time. Nope, there you go. All looks to be in order here. These readings from your device, they look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Huh? Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Yes, well, Aether is a most mysterious and wonderful thing. I'm glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now, leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time. Fighting, say? Or I don't know. Scratching? Thanks. A slave to the Aether, fist of fire, complete. Ba ba. Ba 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 ba. You've opened a chakra within you and earned the action Fists of Fire. Well, since it's already in my hotbar, so we have the Fists of the Wind. Right, let's go for that again. Fists of the Wind, Fists of the Earth, and the Fists of Fire. With lovely lotuses. And that is it for this time. So join me next time when we will be in the pursuit of power. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. In the next one? In the next one. Bye-bye.